Personal tracking devices were designed to make it easy to track those little things that get lost all the time, like your phone or your wallet or your luggage. But now an alarming number of people, mostly women, report that these tags are being used to stalk them. They're finding them attached to personal items like clothes and cars, and they've been put there without their knowledge. For more on this story, we're joined by Toronto Metropolitan University's Charles Finlay. Welcome to Your Morning.
Thank you for having me.
This is the shadow side of something designed to be positive, and now a class action lawsuit has been filed by women who say they've been the victims of being tracked because of the Apple AirTags specifically. So what are they alleging?
So they are alleging that this is a really interesting case brought in federal court in California in the United States, brought by two women who are alleging that they were tracked using AirTags. Slightly different facts in each case. One was tracked, her car was tracked using an Apple AirTag. The second plaintiff, their child was tracked with an AirTag in their backpack. So these claims allege that Apple should reasonably have known that this technology would be used for this kind of tracking, and they're claiming significant damages.
AirTags and other tracking devices are intended to keep tabs on all of those items, especially, during travel. We heard of people buying them because their luggage was getting lost. But they're also being used now to track people without their knowledge. So how does it actually work?
So the Apple AirTag technology is highly usable. They're relatively inexpensive. They leverage Bluetooth technology. They leverage the ubiquity of Apple devices that are everywhere. So they're highly precise. So they have a number of benefits for the average consumer, but exactly as you put it, the downside is that they provide highly precise tracking information that applies to anything that they're put on. So cars, individuals, that they can be used for all of those kinds of activities, and it can be quite dangerous.
How can you find out if you are being tracked? Can you? And what should you do if you are the victim of this? So
Apple has introduced a number of features that are intended to allow you to determine whether you are being improperly tracked with an AirTag. If you go to apple.ca, there's a list of steps you can take there to determine if you're an Apple iPhone user, whether you're being improperly tracked. If you're an Android user, you have to download an app to determine whether you may be improperly tracked. One of the problems here is that these really place the burden on the individual who may be tracked to know whether they are being tracked or not, and that's a problem. This technology raises important questions about safety that Apple, the plaintiffs in this class action in the United States, is alleging should have understood before they introduced this into the market. Yeah, well, there are tracking and there are stalking laws, obviously different in the U.S. as compared to Canada. What do our Canadian laws say? Well, criminal harassment is the law applicable in Canada. It is a stalking law. It is illegal to track somebody without their knowledge for the purposes of intimidation or harassment using an AirTag. If you find an AirTag on your car, on your person, on your property, call the police. This is a very significant, serious issue, and the police want to know about it, and they have answers to it. Thank you for bringing this story to light for us, Charles. Good to have you here. Happy to be here.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.